Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this little video that could get really complicated really quickly, but I'm going to do my best to explain it all to you guys. But pretty much, Freezy's on tour. I could be seeing myself over in the US, having a bit of fun. I will be vlogging the trip out there, and I'll explain a little bit more about what's going down, what the crack is to all you guys in just a minute. But like I said, I could be over in the US having a good time, eating burgers. The burgers in the US are always just so much better in the UK. I just love fast food in the US. It's just full of so much more shit than it is in the UK. But anyways, that's completely besides the point, and I got stuff to talk to you guys about. Anyways, so pretty much I was invited by KickTV to be involved in this MLS series. The title of it is Unlock the Cup, that FIFA 14 MLS Cup Playoff Challenge. Jesus Christ, that is a mouthful. Insert all your sort of inappropriate jokes there. That's completely fine with me. I expect it now. I've kind of come immune to those sort of jokes. But like I said, that's a complete mouthful, and hopefully you guys can you know, do a better job of remembering that than I can. But let's talk a little bit about what exactly is going on here. So each of the 10 MLS playoff teams will be represented by a YouTuber and a super fan of that particular club. So first things first, fingers crossed, I get a badass team that just tears shit up. So I want to know, guys, my MLS knowledge is minimal, to say, you know, it is pretty poor. All I know is LA Galaxy, you know, they stack in some money, and they had Beckham there, they had Donovan there, and I just don't know much else since that. So yeah, hopefully you guys can help me out and educate me on the MLS. I'm sure that there'll be a few guys just beating your head off a wall like, Cal, how do you not know this, that, and the next thing? And I'm sure there'll be a few guys like, yeah, I agree, I actually know just as much as you do about the MLS. So hopefully this is a bit of a learning experience for all of us here. But let's talk about more. So the next thing is I'm going to be matched up with a club, and in the team draw, which KickTV are going to do tomorrow. That'll be all on KickTV's channel. I'd imagine most of this stuff is going to be on KickTV's channel, so make sure you go over there, click subscribe, all that good shenanigans. And yeah, like I said, I really hope for an epic team in that draw, and that is the team I'm going to be assigned with when for the rest of this tournament, pretty much. So let's go into how exactly this tournament is going to work. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit complicated, but I hope you guys can kind of bear with me, and if I make no sense, which by the way, is very likely, then best thing to do is go ahead and watch some of the other YouTubers that are going to be involved. I'm going to fire off a few of the names you guys are probably familiar with. That is Nepenthes, Rotashaw, Bateson, Weepeeler, Fangbanger, Two-Sync, and there's a few more probably that have just completely crossed my mind, so I apologize for that. But yes, so let's try and break this down for you guys. So how it's going to work is each MLS playoff match will be mirrored by a FIFA match. For the first time, our FIFA scores have real life implications, as the winners are decided by a total aggregate of the real life playoff match scores and our FIFA 14 scores. So hopefully you guys have managed to stick with that, and you know, that kind of makes a little bit of sense for you guys. But also the MLS wants you guys to get involved, and I'll explain a little bit about that towards the end of the video. But first, the reason why it's called the Unlock Cup, see, it's just too much of a mouthful. I can't say the name, I'm sorry. But yeah, the reason why it's called that is because at the end of each round, we essentially unlock a new experience. And what that means is that if I get into the quarterfinals, it means I get an experience to go and travel to my assigned home team, you know, a quarterfinal playoff match. So I go over there, watch them play, watch them kick ass and win. And then after that, meet a few players, all that fun stuff. Like I said, I want to vlog a lot of this cool stuff that's going to be happening, because, you know, it sounds like a pretty fun experience. But like I said, go over there, meet a few of the players, and you know, kind of understand what the club is about, all that good shenanigans. And then assuming, well, what do you mean assuming? Of course, we're gonna make it to the semifinals. Once we make it to the semifinals, we actually fly on over up to Canada. I would attempt a Canadian accent, but my accent in itself is a mindfuck, so I'm not gonna have too much of a good chance trying out the Canadian one. But yeah, all I know, yeah, actually, I see in my mind, I was like, right, okay, I'll just do a quick one. But then I was like, no, save myself the embarrassment. But like I said, we're off up to EA, which is in Canada, the holy land of FIFA, the holy, just the land at which we share our frustration and anger, and they get the end of it because, well, sometimes freezing and disconnects happen. So I'm gonna be going over there. Like I said, guys, I'm more than happy to relay any messages you want me to relay, and feel free to drop those in the comments too, although keep them kind of okay? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You guys are gonna go ham anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna get a tour of the place, which is pretty epic. If you type into Google EA Sports Vancouver headquarters, I guess, you guys look at some of the images there. They have their own football pitch. It's actually pretty insane, and it looks like an awesome place. So when we, of course, make it to the semifinals, then I'll get to experience that, which would just be awesome. And then, of course, the finals, I actually head to the MLS Cup championship match, they call it. But come on, I'm from the UK. It's just the final, okay? There's no championship match. It's just the final. So we head on over for the final for another experience, and I get to watch that, and I also play the final FIFA match, which could be absolutely epic. And then, like I was saying, guys, I mentioned a little bit earlier, the MLS actually wants to give you guys something. You know, it's not all about me and all that good shenanigans. There is actually stuff for you guys. So the subscribers rooting for myself and choosing your favorite MLS team and all that good stuff, there are a ton of prizes to win along the way. So like I said, all that stuff is going to be done on Kick TV's channel, so make sure you go and check that out. But like I said, it's yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you guys can win. On this particular little info pad they gave us, they actually called it you guys can win swag, but we're just not using that word, okay? You guys are gonna win prizes and good shenanigans. We're not using the word swag. God damn, like, why put the word swag in there? It's just not needed. But anyways, like I said, if you get involved with that, you guys can win yourself a bunch of cool stuff. And then also, if you are on Twitter, then you can also get involved by using the hashtag #UnlockMLSCup. See, that's just much nicer, short, condensed, perfect. None of this unlock the cup, the FIFA 14 MLS Cup playoff challenge. That is just a headache, man. But anyways, let me know, guys, what team do you think I should get in the comments? You know, let me know what's the best team. Come on, what's the best MLS team I could hope for right now? Let me know in the comments. And of course, another big thing is, what MLS team do you support, if you support any at all? And if you don't support one, I think it's time to support one. But of course, you guys will be able to check it out on Kick TV's channel tomorrow when the draw actually goes live. I hope you guys all have a cracking day. I'll see you guys in just a bit, and bye-bye. See you guys.